All right, everyone. Welcome back to the land of Chem. I am your host and the author. My name is Jeffrey Drum. Thank you all so much for joining me again. All right, everyone, welcome back. This is Sunday Site Visit 23. And in this episode, I have something very special for you, which was a complete surprise for me. Another Land of Chem exclusive with some extremely rare footage from inside of the Bent Pyramid's satellite hydraulic press mechanism. So today, you will have the opportunity to explore with me inside of this mesmerizing structure. Also, for anyone that's interested, I just started a members-only channel here at the Land of Chem. And the first episode coming up for this month will feature the preliminary results from a new series of chemical analysis performed on samples from the Giza Plateau and the footage from an over 2-hour expedition, the conclusions of which left me absolutely speechless. This is content that you do not want to miss. So if you want to help support, please join the initiates of the Land of Chem members only channel, link in the video description below. If this is the type of content that you're interested in regarding the function of the Egyptian pyramids, please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube. Click that little notification bell so that you do not miss the new episodes that premiere twice per week. If you want to help support the channel, like, comment, and check out thelandofchem.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @thelandofchem. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it for today's intro. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, everyone, here we go with tonight's episode. And I just had the extremely fortunate opportunity to get some doors unlocked and gates open so that I can access the internal chamber system of the Bent Pyramid satellite hydraulic press mechanism, the remains of which you can still see here. And it might not look like much from the outside, but this component had a vital role in the operation of the Bent Pyramid. And you can see here that the satellite pyramid is located within the same external reservoir as the main pyramid, as it utilized this water source within its hydraulic press system. And note here, as you will see it shortly in the footage, this square shaft or pit located on the northern side of the structure, which is described as a quote-unquote offering place, and these two stone components here on the eastern side, which you can see here and here. And I will be getting to the function of these two mechanisms in a later episode, but for now, I just want you to see that they do indeed exist. And here is a diagram of the internal chambers from Keith Hamilton, showing the inlet on the northern side here, the plug blocks here, and the central vaulted chamber here. And remember from our previous discussions that anytime you see a tiered upper chamber, this is engineered to increase pressure within the system. This pressure being applied as part of the mechanism of operation that drove this hydraulic press system, which controlled the movement of the two stone valves located within the transverse western shaft inside of the Bent Pyramid. And for a full explanation on this system, check out episode 39, link in the video description below. And this brings us into the western transverse shaft system. And I just wanted to highlight these two unexcavated pits. This one here in between the two stone valves, and this one here outside the western stone valve at the bottom of the pump shaft. And yes, this western shaft was also a pump mechanism that was utilized to compress the reactant solution up into the vault of the primary reaction chamber. More on that later. Now, I'm mentioning this western shaft because you will see the outside opening here in just a moment. And these two pictures are from the Ascita Project 2010 expedition inside the Bent Pyramid before this area was closed off to the public. And one of their team members was able to climb through the hole that was carved into the western stone valve and up through this shaft system all the way to the outside. So this is that unexcavated pit or shaft that I just showed in the diagram, still filled with sand and debris, which you can see right here in another diagram from Heath Hamilton. And this shaft is absolutely an original and functional component of the structure, as well as the larger shaft in between the two stone valves. And here is a picture as they ascended this western pump shaft, going all the way up to the top and taking this absolutely spectacular picture. So just pay attention in the footage so you can see how high up on the side of the pyramid this opening truly is. So now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is Sunday Site Visit 23, the Bent Pyramid Satellite Hydraulic Press Mechanism, and I hope that you enjoy this as much as I did.
All right, everyone, welcome back. And another beautiful day out here at the office. Back at the Bent Pyramid of Dahshur. And I'm going to turn around so I can show you one of my favorite pyramid shots in all of Egypt. This is a great spot. Here on the northeastern corner of the Bent Pyramid. And in the previous video, I showed you the other corner. I figured I'd walk around here so we can explore the Eastern Temple a bit and take a look at this. That edge is absolutely spectacular. And I wish I could zoom in on my GoPro, but it doesn't have that feature. Look at that. An absolutely spectacular feat of ancient engineering, masonry, and construction. That is beautiful. Just like a razor's edge. And we'll take a glimpse out here. Distance is the Black Pyramid. I don't know if you can really see it in the video, but there's some remains of the causeway here that lead down toward the temple, which I showed in a previous Sunday site visit. I did have a chance to get down there. And the Red Pyramid to the north. And once again today, I will be entering this absolutely immense structure. And all of the adjectives to describe this are correct. Imposing, intimidating, colossal, one of the most impressive pyramids in all of Egypt. And we'll just keep the camera rolling today. And you may have noticed a little change of attire today. And let me tell you, these long sleeve white linen shirts are the way to go out here. Absolutely spectacular view of the northeastern corner. The razor blade edge of the remaining casing stones. And we're just going to take a walk around here to see the Eastern Temple. rather the remains thereof. And you can see here, of course, the remains of a mud brick structure here. Here is what they call the Hotep, the offering hall. That's a pretty cool shot. You can see the Black Pyramid there in the distance, looking through the portal of this temple door. I think we'll go ahead and take a walk around to the southern side so that I can show you the Step Pyramid satellite. And here's a piece. Interesting little channel or conduit piece here. It's hard to tell what this was an original component for. And it is an absolutely beautiful day out here. don't know if you can see this. This is a what looks to be a coating of salt. That gray material. Nice thick coating of salt. You see that crystalline layer. Here, as we come around the southeastern corner, the satellite pyramid. The hydraulic press mechanism was connected to the operation of the two stone valves within the western shaft system. And we'll see those here in just a moment. And I'll go ahead and take a loop around the structure so that I can show you how high on the side of the pyramid the opening to the western shaft is. All right, so now just want to show you a couple things. South side of the bent pyramid. And attempts were made to excavate into this area here. So there was clearly some interest in accessing this side of the structure, as it appears to be directly connected to the satellite. And at the opening to this structure, there's another square pit right here. That goes down. ما فيش مشكلة. شكرا شكرا.
مفتاح 1 minute here.
Okay, cool. And if you look, this direction, leading out directly into the bent pyramid. And if I get a chance to go inside of here today, I'll show you the unexcavated shaft at the bottom of this satellite pyramid, which has not been fully excavated. And my colleagues at the Esoteric project and I both believe that there's an underground connection via this shaft system that connects the satellite pyramid into the western shaft system of the main pyramid. And there's a huge pit in that western shaft as well that I'll show you once we get back inside. All right. I got this thing on the strobe light. All right. Looks to be more of this gray salt coating in here, similar to what we saw on the blocks on the outside. And I'll put in a diagram so you guys can see the configuration. There's also these holes here. And one here. And into the vaulted chamber here. And it's been many years since I've been in here. Vaulted chamber. The tiered vaulted chamber. And for me, these tiered vaulted chambers are always an indication of increasing pressure. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it with the headlight, but this is a very crystalline material. It's shiny. At the bottom of some of the tiers. interesting pattern to it. I don't know if you can see it. Covers the whole tier. Almost. And it reduces in size. Almost as if there was a... It's pretty exact actually. Starting from the top of the chamber. You can see here. It expands. And the extrusions get wider the lower you go in the tier. I noticed that the first time that I was in here, and I thought it was pretty unusual. And here, look at that. Still filled with sand. And that's what happens if they find a pit in the excavations that's filled with sand. They dig and dig and dig, and if it's still filled with sand at the bottom, they just leave it. And that's exactly what happened in here. There's no telling how far this goes or where it goes. And again, both me and my colleagues at the Esoteric project both believe that this pit leads back toward the main structure and is possibly either connected into the valve system or into the pit in the western shaft, which we will see here in just a moment. Very cool. Have some exclusive access inside of here today. I'm looking back down toward the entry. All right, Yalavina. I'll take you back with me while we go. Huh? He was coming looking for me. I told him 10 minutes, so.
Okay.
All right, now, without further ado, we will head back toward the main structure, Yalavina.
All right, everyone, just a quick reminder that if you want to help support the channel, just check out thelandofchem.com. I have the new 6th degree green lion logo, the 5th degree central pyramid hydrochloric acid logo, the new 2nd edition print copy of the Land of Chem book, this beautiful new Egyptian blue edition, signed copies, extremely rare, only 89 copies in existence of the original 1st edition purple orchid paper print of the Land of Chem book are also available all at thelandofchem.com. So if you want to show some love, just check out the website. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for the support.
All right, hell yeah. I was really hoping I would have a chance to do that today. Exploring the satellite hydraulic press mechanism of the pyramid. And as I explained in episode 39, the satellite pyramids are always contained within the same external reservoir as the main pyramid, which is an indication that we're utilizing the same water source for the hydraulic mechanism itself, the hydraulic press. And another example, so the Great Pyramid, in the antechamber, those granite valves, they did not move. It wasn't a valve system. Those 3 huge blocks of granite were meant to stay in place all the way down to the floor. And I'll be explaining that in depth in an upcoming episode, the function of the Great Pyramid's antechamber. And I came over here on the western side so that I could show you this. The opening to the western shaft system. And yeah, here's a good spot. All right. And again, I can't really zoom in with the GoPro, but I can kind of point out where it is. Tiny little opening right there. You see that square? Right there. Right there. That is the opening into the western pump shaft system. And I will do my best to remember when I'm putting this video together to put in some pictures from the Esoteric Project's 2010 expedition inside the Bent Pyramid, because they did have an opportunity. It was before the wooden gate was erected that blocks off the little access, and I'll show you that when we get inside there. There was no gate in 2010, so they were able to climb through the hole that was excavated into the furthest western valve in that shaft system and crawl up into that shaft. And I remember seeing an amazing picture on their website where the guy had climbed all the way up that shaft and was sticking his head out looking out toward the desert, and it's just a great shot, and I'll see if I can track that down. And again here, I showed this last week. The northwestern corner. And so now, let's go inside.
All right, everyone, that is it for today's video. This was Sunday Site Visit 23, another Land of Chem exclusive inside the satellite hydraulic press mechanism of the Bent Pyramid of Dahshur. In the next episode, after some great feedback regarding my investigation of the southern tomb at Saqqara, I have another spectacular episode in the works, so please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube if you're interested in the function of the Egyptian pyramids. Like, comment, and stay tuned if you want to help support the channel. TheLandofChem.com. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @TheLandofChem, and don't forget to join the new Land of Chem members only channel, link in the video description below, for exclusive new research releases. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it for today's video, so I will see you next time. Yo, are you still watching this? Please subscribe to the Land of Chem here on YouTube and click that little notification button. New videos coming out every single week. And check out this other episode. Come on, do it. Do it now.